Our summer concert series continues today. Every Tuesday, we have free shows at the Winnetu Oceanside Resort in Katama. Wednesdays, the same artist plays at Mashpee Commons at the bandstand. We're coming all the way from the other side of West Tisbury is Peter Halperin.
It was 6 really rough minutes.
Well, island traffic can be a lot.
And not this time, no.
Okay, good. Good. That's I know, Peter, you know the difference between a sunny day and a cloudy day here on Martha's Vineyard, what a difference that makes in traffic.
Absolutely. But I welcome this sunny day all the way, especially because I'm playing at the Winnetu tonight. And
I know.
Sounds like it's going to be just kind of perfect out there. So
good outdoor show for people to come to. Do you want to just jump right in and do a song, and then we'll talk?
I'm thinking maybe I should jump right in and do a song.
All right. Do you want to tell us anything about this, or just go for it?
This is a song called Don't Leave Me for Love. I wrote it here on the Vineyard some years back, and it kind of was a story that came to me because of a musician I was working with who was going through kind of what I wrote the song about. Dreams are like waves on the ocean. They fall, rise up again, sailing across deep water. They begin but never end. I know you've been dreaming about somehow, somewhere, and someday, and I know you believe in, and I know I will stay. You can leave me for money and the things I can't give you. You can leave for the bright lights that won't shine on my life, but darling, don't leave me for love. Darling, don't leave me for love. The day that I met you, you had so many stars in your eyes. I promise I'd take you to them. Yes, I promise. You know I try. Yes, I try to be more than I am, but a poor man is all I can be. Yeah, I'm a poor man that loves you too dearly. See you give up your dream for me. You can leave me for money, yes, and all of them things I can't give. You can leave for the bright lights that won't shine on my life, but don't leave me for love. No, darling, don't leave me for love. No, darling, don't leave me for love.
MVY Radio, it's Peter Halperin live in the studio. He's performing at 6 o'clock today at the Winnetu Oceanside Resort in Katama with, you're here just you and your guitar, but are you having accompany us today?
No.
Oh, you're not? Okay.
Except that I am going to have a wonderful band that I recorded 2 songs with in Nashville, and I'm going to end the show letting them back me up because they're just so wonderful. But otherwise it will be me. I'm playing an electric guitar and singing and a keyboard.
You collaborate with so many people over the course of your time. Is that just at this point natural to like jump in with what another person is doing, or is it a conversation? Do you have to make small talk in the musical conversation
with the other musicians?
With the other musician, yeah.
Oh, that's interesting.
And I mean musical small talk, not actual small talk. Like, do you have to find your way in with a collaborator?
Well, I guess the way it actually works out with me is that they're kind of collaborating with me and learning my songs.
Okay, sure.
So what you're talking about is quite true, and it's more true for them in this particular dynamic than for me, where you're trying to find your way into somebody's music. But what happens is instantly it becomes a collaboration. If you're playing with somebody that you sync with, you're both learning and adding to your understanding of that song. Things change kind of just by playing. And that's one of the things that I love about playing with other good musicians. But one reality is that other good musicians are often very busy,
Yeah.
right? Especially in the summer. And so it kind of behooves me to also be able to do a solo show. And the Winnetu is really a great opportunity for me to kind of, in a sense, go back to my roots. When I started, I was playing an acoustic guitar in a folk club in the village, and that's what you did. Then I had a duo of that. But I'm enjoying that journey back to, that vibe of just you and the audience. So you give up some musical dynamics and creativity of working with other great musicians, but you can really kind of just zoom in on the song.
Yeah.
And so that's a good question, though.
I mean, that the lyric for you, I think. Well, no, I was going to say the lyrics really are central, but the playing, the soloing, there's no central part, is there? It's all important.
Yes, especially the stuff that's hard.
Yeah.
You say, that's really the important part.
Right.
And my wife will say, no, you're just a singer. Don't worry about that. And I wouldn't even don't worry about that. I've got to get that.
So you were in Nashville recently doing some recording?
Yeah, in April, I returned to the scene of a wonderful opportunity that I had a few years ago to do a whole album, the Bring On the Storm album, with Fred Mullen producing it. And I had a social reason to be back in Nashville that actually had to do with Fred's brother, Larry, who's a dear friend, was giving himself, without doubt, what turned out to be the best birthday party anybody ever had anywhere.
Okay.
Larry collects friends like we collect, I don't know, dust,
Yeah.
And he keeps them forever. And he had 80 or 90 people come from all over the country down to Nashville. He doesn't even live there, but that was a central place. People he's known since he was 5 years old, people that he met at a concert and they had fun 2 months before it. And he went for 3 days.
Oh, wow.
3 days, including a night where there was a beautiful open jam that Fred put together. But I took that opportunity, knowing I'd be there, to check with Fred, could we do a couple of songs? So right after the weekend, we went back into the studio, and he has a crew, a band that he's been working with for decades. And they're just unbelievable players. And we recorded 2 songs, Every Demon Thinks They Are a Saint, and Here Now. Here Now I've already officially released, and it's playing a bit on the station. And it was just, again, a great experience. I mean, that's taking what I said about what happens when you're collaborating with great musicians really to the highest level that I've experienced, because they're just unbelievably great musicians. And great musicians that love what they're doing. And God bless whoever them, they like my songs. They get into them.
Yeah.
And it's bliss, frankly, to do it. So I had a great time, and I think the songs came out pretty good. And I'm actually going to play the backing tracks of those 2 songs and just sing them to end both tonight's show and Wednesday, just to kind of bring them into the area.
Did you go to the Ryman Auditorium?
Yes, I did.
You know how I know that?
Let's see, because you have eyes and they're open.
Peter's got a Ryman Auditorium hat on today.
It was great. It was, old-fashioned tourism.
Yeah.
And the history of that place is really phenomenal.
Yeah.
And the guy that led the tour was way into it. And the people that have played there and the figures. There's one woman, I never remember names, so that is not an index of dementia for me, unless I've been demented since I'm 5. But I didn't know there was a woman behind the place that absolutely made it happen for 25 years. She just was a miracle worker. And then all the people and the changes, and it was great. That's a very, very cool spot. Very cool spot. And the years in which there was a section of Nashville that had its own laws. You could drink.
Cool.
And so that was part of this little enclave with smaller clubs, too, that everything was happening in otherwise very locked down town. All kinds of interesting stories from the area as well as the place. Yeah.
How about another song? What would you like to do?
Well, I'm going to do a song called Welcome to My Dreams, which I have not played out for anybody in a very long time. I wrote it kind of with a woman in mind to sing the song, and did a demo of it, try to kind of get into the country world with it. And the only time I've ever had anybody since then do it was Ellen Biscus. And she and her band did it when they played a show at my place. But I'll just tell the truth. I actually dreamt last night that I was playing this song here today.
All right.
And so I said, I guess I can take a hint. It's time to get that song out. So I'm going to try and do it for you. It's been a while, but...
Peter Halperin on MBY.
Ever since the day she left me and our daughter on my own, I swore I'd never let another woman in my home. Even though your laughter showed me I could smile again, I couldn't open up the door. I had to be just friends. You were always there to pick me up each time I would fall. Always there to answer me each time I would call. I remember when sweet Jen would say it's Mama on the phone. Oh, I'd laugh and call her silly, never seeing what was shown. Welcome to my dream, darling, surprised to see you here. I tried so hard to keep you out all these lonely years. Welcome to my dream, darling, as long as you come around. I guess it's time I woke up to the love we have found. I didn't want to know it, but I loved you from the start. I didn't want to show it, but you saw my open heart. I know I need your love, my daughter needs a mom, and we all need a family to keep us keeping on. If I start thinking it's too late to begin, if I ever lock you out again, you'll know the way back in. Welcome to my dream, darling, surprised to see you here, when I tried so hard to keep you out all these wasted years. Welcome to my dream, darling, as long as you come around. I guess it's time I woke up to the love we have found. I guess it's time I woke up to the love. Welcome to my dream.
MVY Radio, Peter Halperin live in the MVY Radio studios. He's performing at the Winnetu Oceanside Resort in Katama at 6 o'clock today and at Mashpee Commons at 6 o'clock tomorrow. Weather seems like it's going to hold up for today. Tomorrow, we don't cancel these shows if we can help it. So if it is raining tomorrow in Mashpee, we'll go across the street to Steeple Street Music Academy. They have a really nice performance space inside. And
I was so glad to hear that just this morning. Yeah. When I saw the look like, oh, yeah, it's going to rain tomorrow.
Yeah, it's going to rain.
Yeah.
All right, so the show goes on either way. Let's talk about Woodstove Studios Presents.
Well, thank you. And thank you for, joining and letting me into your home to do this. Woodstove Studios is it's kind of my Shangri-La. When it came time to move back to the vineyard, I've been back and forth for decades after having been here for a number of years in the 90s. It was the nidus that made, so many things happen. So I built a studio that I knew would be a performance space and a recording studio.
In your yard?
Right in my yard.
Yeah.
The first thing was checking with Mark Mazer, who is on the Historic Society committee and also built our main house that actually my wife designed. And had him over, and it was just after Thanksgiving 5 years ago. And I said, can I get permission to put a studio? He said, absolutely, as long as it's not attached to your house and there's no plumbing. You mean I can really do this? He said, yes. And everything just clicked. And there's that conversation at the end of November. On June 1st, it was done.
Wow, that's fast.
Done. And it took a year to develop it. First of all, it was COVID time, so I wasn't going to do anything public. But I sort of developed it and got a lot of recording equipment and other musical equipment in. And then, I think it was the first Sunday of July 4 years ago in 22, I had my first show. It was Kate Taylor. And I've had a show every Sunday, first Sunday of the month ever since, occasionally a different day. And about a year into that, process, we talked about kind of sharing this with MVY, and you were so receptive. And I had already been recording the show, so it was a easy thing to do, to edit it to an hour. And I would play the concerts once a month at the last Sunday of the month. And that happened for a few years. And then almost exactly a year ago, we decided to kind of bring it up to a weekly show.
Yeah.
And to do that, I alternate generally a concert with the following week being a really deep dive conversation with the artist, in which we listen to other recorded material, not the concert itself, records they've made, whatever they want to hear and talk about, and just listen together and talk and get to know the artists, both in terms of the artistic process that they went through and the personal anecdotes. It's been a very lovely experience.
Now, I know in your professional life away from being a musician, you're very comfortable and used to talking to people one-on-one, but have you been an interviewer before in this kind of sense, interviewing artists, or what is, and if this is new to you, what is this new experience like?
It's a great question, and the answer begins with, it's more similar. I'll go and say it. I was a psychiatrist for many, many years, and I interviewed lots and lots and lots and lots of people, and that's an understatement.
Yeah,
right?
Yeah.
And so whatever the topic is, what you've learned from kind of feeling the other person and where things seem to be going and paying close attention and trying to come up with a question or a statement that kind of takes it in a direction that's kind of coherent for everybody, but in my mind, it applies to this. And in a sense, it's much easier doing what I'm doing now, because sitting and listening to music and talking about it is the other thing that I've done quite a bit of. Yeah. And it's so enjoyable. So it really just flowed. I didn't know what it would be like. We talked about it, and you gave me a yellow light, I think.
I said, let's try it.
I think it was yellow. You said green, but I saw yellow. And it has just flowed. And I'm very happy to say the artists 100% of the time, really enjoy the experience.
Good, yeah.
Because there's something about that close listening that you're doing for this purpose with another musician and really being brought back to the experience that you went through when you recorded it and wrote it. It gets under your skin, and it's a positive kind of often unearthing and revisiting of memories that they forgot about the experience. I love to kind of bring that stuff out, and it's been a blast.
So all of these performances, everything recorded at Woodstove Studios that we air ends up in the archives at mvyradio.org. Is there an artist whose story surprised you in any way? Or like, I mean, I know a lot of the people you interview are people you know pretty well, but then you probably made some discoveries through the process.
I'd say the first one that comes to mind is Eric Johnson, who I knew pretty well, know as a great player, but I didn't know just how deeply involved he had been in a lot of pretty amazing projects, both in Boston when he was, I think, at New England Conservatory, but playing in all the clubs there. And he went to New York for a while and came up with some excellent albums. I didn't know that whole part of his life.
Yeah.
And just how highly evolved he was as a musician, right? So that's an example. I guess the other thing that comes to mind, it's hard to say it surprised me because I didn't know them. It's a father and son, and the son contacted me. His name is Jonathan Hart. His father is Jacob. No, is Jacob. No, his name is Jake Hart. His father is Jonathan Hart. And Jake is an unbelievably brilliant musician. He's at a stratospheric level. And he plays original compositions that are really highly sophisticated, sort of classical pieces, and he can play jazz fantastically. His father is one of the most known jazz guitarists in the country, and he's been doing this for decades. And I learned so much. It wasn't a surprise, except that it was surprising to be in a conversation with so much music.
Yeah.
Right. It was also kind of lovely to see their relationship. A father and son, they're traveling all over the place. They're doing the road together and making space for each other. It was. I would recommend you going to check out those interviews, the Hearts, and actually Eric Johnson is going to be repeated.
Oh, good.
Because I'm going to repeat the show that he did with Jeremy as a jazz duo, and then the following week will be that interview with Eric, and that's, I think, coming up in about 3 weeks.
Excellent. We got time for one more. If you got one more for us.
One more. I think I'm going to play the, as before mentioned, Every Demon without a band behind me. And what I'd say about this song is I've never had the experience that I have with this one, that I had no idea where this song came from. I kind of struggled with it. Could I really identify with it? Because it's sort of, talk about surprising. It was surprising. The topic was surprising. Then after I wrote it and recorded it, I noticed there are a lot of songs about demons these days. And it became less of a mystery where it came from. I think we're all wondering about demons and also wondering about, what makes human capable of demonic as well as saint-like thoughts and feelings, and that's what this song is about.
Peter Halperin on MBY.
Man, I got to remember it now. When the night sweeps down like an angel, shields us from the light. When our tears rain down like cannonballs and keep us in the fight. When our greed turns to emptiness and it leads us to restraint. We will know why every demon fears they are the same. When our suffering creates such beauty in the masterpiece it paints, when our grief brings back lost memories, distant and so faint, and when our prisons set our spirit to find freedom from constraints, we will know why every demon fears they are the same. And can you hear their prayer? Can you hear their prayer? I've been listening to some music, to the chords of hope and fear, to the dissonance of evil, right before graceful love appears. And I'm trying to decipher just what it is and what it ain't, and to know why every demon fears they are a saint. Why every demon knows they are a saint.
MVY Radio. Peter Halperin, he's performing today at the Winnetu Oceanside Resort in Katama, tomorrow at Mashpee Commons, 6 o'clock for both days. Shows are free, and we hope you come out to the MVY Radio Summer Concert Series. Peter, thank you so much for coming in and playing.
Thank you for having me, and thank you for doing the series, and hope to see some of you folks out there on this beautiful day at least. And hey, if you're on the Cape, hope to see you in Mashpee.
All right, sounds good.
Okay.
That's the lunch hour for today on MVY Radio.